Moab Madness, a brand new quest under the Experiments tab, which is probably my favorite types of quests, I have to be honest. These Experiments tab they offer a little bit of a different experience in comparison to the rest of BTD6, right? Because if you take this one for example, it has balloon rounds, it's 30 rounds of concentrated balloon attack, but all these 30 rounds have been custom made, so you don't see those rounds in the actual BTD6, and they were actually kind of a little bit difficult if I remember this one correctly. This one is fast upgrades, it's only 6 rounds, it's not exactly that difficult, but it's a little tricky once you get the hang of it. And then this new one, it's called Moab Madness, 5 rounds, 50 Moab class balloons on each round, and this is actually a BTD5 special mission which was repurposed and then obviously adapted for BTD6. So I have not even clicked this button, I don't know what's about to happen, so let's try and take this one down together. So let's hit this button and see what's up. So we're starting with $50,000 in cash, and we need to defeat 5 rounds stacked with Moab class balloons. Be prepared for a lot of balloons. Are you up to the task? Let's just check the rules real quick. So rounds 1 to these rounds don't matter actually. Well, they matter a little bit because they're sending you Moab class balloons and the cash per pop has not been adjusted. The rounds 1 to 5 means that we're going to be getting full cash, so we might actually be getting a lot of money for this. And then I don't see any restrictions actually, and even monkey knowledge seems to be enabled, but I don't think the farming is a good idea. So let's hit go and let's see what we can do about this one. Okay, so before starting this, I'm just gonna hit play and I just want to see what is happening, like what is coming. It's just gonna be like 50 Moabs, but it can't be just 50 Moabs, right? It has to be some more difficult balloons eventually. So is this gonna be, can we even afford this thing? What is the game? It's medium. Okay, so maybe we do something like this, and then I think that this should be fine. Maybe like the Spirit of the Forest and then all of these guys, because we're gonna need a lot of peers, that's the thing. We're also gonna need a way to deal with small balloons, and then because it's rounds 1 to 5, I actually don't expect this to have any issues with the small balloons or ceramics and stuff like that. So I feel like Spirit of the Forest might be a good idea for the first one, but all the start is off. Okay, and that was the first round, so I guess the first round is supposed to be easy. And here's what I made a prediction actually before even seeing this, and it was that because there are 5 rounds and there are 5 types of Moab class balloons, I have a prediction, and that is that the first round is going to be Moabs, the second one is going to be BFBs, then ZOMGs, then DDTs, and then BAS. But I have not seen this quest, so let's hit start and let's see if I was correct. Yep, I can see those BFBs incoming. Here they come. I might have been correct on that one, but here's the thing, the Spirit of the Forest is going to deal with all of them, right? I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I probably want to get the Hard Thorns if we get some DDTs. And look at the money go. We started with $50,000, and after 2 rounds and buying the Spirit of the Forest, we're back at 50k. I suspect there's gonna be ZOMGs in the next one, so let's just hit play. Oh no, it's DDTs. Okay, it's 45 DDTs. And now Spirit of the Forest cannot deal with these guys. Okay, so let's exit to the main menu. Let's think about this one. How do we want to help this thing? Maybe we get something like a glue. Is that even gonna be a good idea? Maybe something like a relentless glue, and then we get a, maybe do something like this. Primary training guide. Let's just get the primary training, why not? And let's see if just keeping these guys a little bit more time into the vines is going to make any difference. I feel like as long as they're popping, we should be fine, and they do seem to be popping. But the order, I was wrong about the order. I thought it was going to be ZOMGs first and then DDTs, but it's the other way around, because that's how they usually come out in these normal rounds, right? So it's a Moab around 40, it's a BFB on 60, it's a ZOMG on 80, and then you see the DDTs on 90. Like, what do you do with 50 ZOMGs versus you? It's going to be bad in round 5, right? But what do you even do in a situation like this? I mean, oh my god, my game is lagging. It's gonna be so many balloons, but yeah, the Spirit of the Forest is dealing with these guys, and the money is there, guys. The money is $100,000. And what do you buy for the last one? I mean, do you get like a Paragon or something like that? Okay, so we know the Spirit of the Forest is no longer necessary, so I'm going to sell it, and we're going to get a lot of money back. And I do want to get a mat, but I want to get a bottom pad mat with the powerful darts because we need the extra pierce. Maybe we can do something like this as well, something like the Spike Storm into a couple of spikes. This is 40k, so we can also afford to get something like a 420 Alchemist. You guys know what this thing does? Let me just ask you, the Unstable Concoction. This thing creates huge explosions, so let's go like this. Let's get this thing strong. We have 40,000, so this is right on the money. And as soon as this round starts, I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be bad. Oh my god, it's actually sending 50 bad balloons. So let's use these. I think it's just gonna be ability spam, and we might be having a little bit of an issue with the, oh, we're having an issue with the small balloons actually. So let's direct the mad ability a little bit towards the bottom, just to kind of, oh no, this is way too many of them. This is not looking good, guys. It's way too many bad balloons. Oh my god, that's so many of them. Do we even have this thing? I mean, we're definitely gonna try for sure, but They just keep coming out. Is this 50? I feel like this might be more than 50 bad blues. Oh, that's way too many of them. I think maybe we're supposed to buy a paragraph for round 5. I don't know what's happening, but we might want to restart this thing actually, because this is not looking good. Okay, we need a different approach to this. So I feel like even though Spirit of the Forest was a great tower, we need to go a little bit cheaper, and I do want to try and farm a little bit. And I know that farming is not exactly a good idea, but if you buy stuff under a discount, and if you buy the bottom path farms, these guys sell for a lot, and it's kind of their purpose, so you can buy them, they can make a little bit of money and sell them. So I'm not sure how much money we're going to get out of this, but I'm going to get to one central market. And then the idea that I had is because we're looking for these high pierce towers, but we also need a tower that's good versus Moabs, right? So it needs to do kind of well versus Moab class balloons and also clean up. And I was thinking of getting the 402 mortar and then eventually going to the biggest one. Let's buy one more central market and let's... Oh, we don't have the money for the value, but we're going to get the money though. Okay, so but we are going to need to micro this thing probably. So let me buy the valuable bananas and then let's just actually see if this is gonna be enough. So if we can get away with this round, I feel like I'm not exactly sure how much money one round makes and how much money we're gonna get from these mobs. Wait, this seems to be working actually. That's actually a little bit unexpected because I don't even have the attack speed on this thing and I don't even have an alchemist. So I mean, it's definitely gonna need some help with the BFBs for sure, right? So let's upgrade to the jungle drums and then do what? I mean, we get like an alchemist. Let's get the alchemist in range of the discount village as well. So it's gonna be a 3. I think I'm gonna stop at a 300. Actually, does this even spend the buff? We're gonna need to check on this next round. So do I keep it as a 300 or do I go for 320? So we're at $8,000. And yeah, these BFBs might be a little bit of an issue, but if we can survive this round, then we 100% have the biggest one for the next one. So let's try it like this. But I do want to watch the buff on this thing actually, the Berserker Brew buff. So if this has 100% uptime, which it is, yep, it is 100% uptime. So we're keeping this as a 300. That's kind of my thing. Oh yeah, definitely. So this Pierce is absolutely getting overloaded, but it seems to be dealing with the Moabs and the leftovers. So I think that this is microable. If we pop them one by one and if we don't overwhelm it, I think that we do have this round to then eventually when we get, I think that we're gonna have the biggest one for the next round, which is DDTs, and then we should be fine. So we need to survive this one, so let's kind of micro this thing. This is, oh my god, that's a lot of them, but they're all burning, so that's a little bit of an issue. The AoE is super huge and the burn DPS is kind of high, I'm gonna be honest, with the 4th tier and especially the 5th tier. Look at these guys, look at these small balloons, they just evaporate. Oh my god, nope. I think we have it actually, so let's... Oh my god, that attack speed is super slow, but yeah, there we go. That's the burn that I was talking about, by the way. Those ceramics evaporate in just one burn tick. I think it was maybe 2. Okay, so the money is actually doing kind of nice. We're at 32,000 and this thing is 36. So we only need to survive a little bit longer. We have the biggest one and then hopefully the biggest one defends versus. I think it is going to defend versus the EDs. I don't think it's actually going to have any issues. So let me buy it. And that should clean up this round pretty easily and move it like this, and there we go. This is why I wanted to buy it, because we do need some Moab class damage, right? But we do need a little bit of a cleanup as well. Can I fit the camo village inside of the range of the other one? I feel like if I have it like this, is it gonna reach the, because I do want to get the discount on the camo upgrades in the village itself. So if I have it like this, let me just buy the camo. Does it reach? Yes, it does. Let's go. Okay, so I think that this is going to be more than enough versus these DDTs, by the way. But, wait, what is happening? Hello? Oh my god, oh no way. I thought that this could deal with the Black Bloom property from DDTs because it's the 5th tier, but it apparently cannot. Okay, so let's do the exact same thing. I bought the village, but we're going to need to sell one of these farms, so let's buy the MIB, and now this thing should be able to deal with these guys no problem. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so you can see the burn effect, and that's actually kind of the... you know, the sign that you need to know that basically this thing is working. So is it dealing with the DDTs? And the answer is a resounding yes, it is. I was gonna say it's not even close. They're kind of making it all the way throughout the other side, but yeah, they are popping. So I do have another idea actually for the bad balloons, but this is given that the mortar, so this mortar needs to survive round 4, needs to survive the ZMGs, and then if it does, I do have a very interesting idea for the 50 bad balloons in round 5. So you guys know what the idea is gonna be. I'm gonna try and go for the super mines if we have the money. I want to buy a super mine, so let's just have them like this. And let's buy the 420 now. Oh, that might not have been the best idea because now the alchemist is gonna buff. Yeah, it's completely fine. You know what? It's fine. Oh yeah, this is giving me flashbacks from the 402 mortar versus the BFBs from a few rounds ago. But it seems to be doing a little bit better actually, because this thing has a lot of pierce, and yeah, look at the DPS go. I think that the DPS got buffed in update 41, so this thing is a little bit stronger. Does it have to do something with this one? I don't know. They might have looked at the quest and they were like, yeah, the mortar is a nice tower, especially the bottom crossbat. Did I find the spot? Can I just leave it like this? I think I found the spot, guys. Yep, you can absolutely leave it like this. Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's kind of slow things down. Let's just pop these guys, take care of them, and then do the maths, because this is going to be the last one, so I don't want to mess it up this time. We have $70,000. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to sell both villages, and I'm going to play this thing slow, because Super Mines doesn't need camo detection, so I'm going to do it like this. And then what else are we getting? I was thinking maybe like a glue. Is the glue a good idea? But it doesn't have camo, so we're going to have to go like this, radar scanner, and then buy the glue. And the glue is outside of the range of the alchemist, and yeah, I mean, this is what I was hoping for. I really hope that the Super Mines is enough. These guys do a lot of damage, by the way. You guys probably know what the... And you guys probably know why this upgrade is $125,000 as a tier 5. But is it going to be enough versus 50 bad balloons? Because 50 is a lot. So let's just kind of see. I'm slowly upgrading this thing to the Moab and eventually the Relentless Glue. That's what I'm trying to get to. Let's just have it on strong. And no, actually, let's just have the glue on first. There we go. Get the Relentless Glue. How do we make the Super Mine stronger? That is my question. Maybe like these damage amplifiers are not gonna work. Maybe like an overclock. Is that the only choice that we have? Yep. Let's get an overclock. Let's just make sure it's out of the range of the alchemist. And boom, there we go. We also have a lot of money left over. So what do we do about this leftover cash? I mean, maybe we can just try and stop these guys, right? So maybe let's get the alchemist to 420. Let's get some of these boomerangs going like this. I know that I'm buying them in the range of the alchemist, but I think it's kind of fine now. So let's overclock the Super Mines, and this might be it, guys. I think this might be it. I think the explosions are, yes, there we go. All of the bad balloons are gone, and I think that we can just speed things up now. That's it. That is the Moab man. Yeah, that was actually a madness. Oh my god, look at what they type. Easy peasy. I mean, listen, we did struggle the first time. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't exactly easy peasy, but then once you figure out the towers that work, yeah, it's kind of, once you get the hang of it, it's kind of an easier one. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you on the next one.